Okay, I just want to take a look at a couple of the problem areas that you were having. So one of the ones that came up says to use k as the constant of proportionality. Now that just means k is going to be a number. That's all that part means. And it says that y varies inversely as x. So first of all, just as a reminder, when you talk about direct variation,
okay, so your assignments that I'm
oops,
looking at in English that you should do before that project,
that's going to be y equals kx. So as x gets bigger, y is going to get bigger.
do you not have, I can assign this one.
Now when you do this inverse variation that they're talking about here,
You want me to put it?
that's when x is in the bottom of the fraction. So that means as the x part gets bigger, this overall fraction that y is equal to gets smaller. So if you take a look at the next one, it says that given that y is inversely proportional to x. So when you know that you're looking at that inversely proportional,
Okay, so I think it.
first of all, we know that it's going to be set up kind of like this.
So I think if you do.
Now, if I want to figure out what k is here,
That will help you on the project.
the big piece for us is if I multiply both sides by x, those will cancel and k is by itself. So as part of this inversely proportional, you can find k by doing x times y. So in this example, they give you an x and a y. So I know this pair and whatever the next pair is, they're going to have to be equal because they both have the same k value. So if x is 3, I'm going to put a 3 in there. Its partner for y is 4. Now on this next one, they say y is 12 and they don't know x. So we're going to take the y out and put the 12 there. And now it's just about solving for x. So 3 times 4 is 12 equals, and if this is 12 and the x, we're going to put 12 in the front. Divide both sides by 2.
Try doing the 2 lessons first.
Oops.
And then come back to this and see how they go. Okay?
These are going to cancel, and I'll have x is equal to 1.
If you can either email me or.
Okay, now the next one says use k to write the equation expressing the relationship y varies inversely as x. So I have these two pieces and they want to know what x is. So that means I'm going to start out.
Okay, all right, and I'll email you in a day or two.
And I'm going to do y equals k over x. And I'm actually going to take these values and plug them in. So y is 25. K is 50. And they want us to solve for x. So I would put this 25 over 1 and then cross multiply. So in this direction, 25 times x is 25x. And if I go in the other direction, it's 1 times 50, which is 50. So to get x by itself, I would just have to divide both sides by 25. So I get x equals 2. Okay. Next one, given y inversely proportional to x, so you have x and y, and then you're going to try to find this. So if I set this up, they have to have the same k value. And remember, we know this is true.
Yep, so you're pretty far behind.
So we're going to set this up. xy equals xy. Okay, so x is 3. Y is 6. And this y over here is 9. And then we're going to go through some solving. So 3 times 6 is 18. And then I'm just going to move this 9 in front of the x to get 9x. And to get x by itself, we're just going to divide both sides by 9. So I end up with x equals 2. Okay, last one says, using k as a constant of proportionality,
Yeah.
write the equation expression the relationship with y varies inversely as x.
I get that. I totally
So one version would be this.
I totally understand.
The other version is when we had k equals. So those are the other two that you're going to do. Okay, take a look at this and then let me know if you have more problems.